Hello everyone, welcome back to 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Hyped for Choo, hell yeah, today we're gonna have a bunch of Choo. Hello Potta, hello Zubida. Man, oh boy, last session we ended off in a high note. If you guys remember, in last time, Last Defense Academy, we had ourselves quite an eventful trip in this game, so... yeah, I think this image just speaks for itself. Basically what happened is we were talking to Commune in the hangar of the academy, and apparently, unfortunately, we couldn't activate the pod for escaping the world because apparently we had a hole in the fuel tank of the pod that kind of depleted all of the fuel that we needed there, and we need cryptoglobin as fuel for that pod. So unfortunately, unless we have a sacrifice of someone with a high amount of hemoanima, we cannot escape this place. We are currently thinking of using Daosha, which is a new like ex-hero slash prisoner from the invaders that attacked us when we were out on the last session. We're thinking that he maybe could possibly serve as our fuel for the pod. Ultimately, we don't know who's gonna be there. But we tried, since we were like dropping positions in the hunting game, we decided to talk to Darami about, you know, if she knew any like hunting spots, if she wanted to join our team, and then she kind of got a little upset that we were trying to stop the game, and she tried to you know, try to quote-unquote hunt us down and kill us, but at the end of the day she was just trying to, you know, make us mad at her so that we would kill her and save Tsubasa in the end. And then we had a really stern talk to her in her room, and where she kind of laid out on us how nobody wants to be her friend, nobody's like able to pay the price of being near her, everyone abuses her, betrays her, and then Tsubasa, as a fucking Chad, went and kissed her as like a fucking physical like demonstration of, hey, I'm willing to be your friend, I'm willing to go far, and here's the proof. So that's how we ended the session. Beautiful, beautiful moment. One of my favorite scenes in the game. Just the more you think about this scene, the better it gets, and that's kind of where we ended off. I'm very curious to see how Darami is gonna react to this and how the story is gonna progress from here. Like I said before, I have a stinking feeling that one of the two is gonna die, very likely Darami. Not only that, we're probably gonna get to the end of the third round of the killing game here because it ends on day 78. I can see this going both ways. I can see Tsubasa just dying. I can see Darami actually going forth with a sacrifice. Maybe Darami could even become like the cryptoglobin that we need for the fuel. Like, I don't know. I see the two scenarios and none of them are pleasant to me, so let's just go into it. There is no escape. Zero escape. Right, Uchiro? Zero escape. Hey, good luck, have fun, thank you. Oh, so we have to watch this whole thing again. I'm very terrified of what might happen here, dude. Very much terrified. Kiss again, oh hell yeah. There you go.
Tsubasa?
Tsubasa half-forced Darami's lips against her own. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, if I know Darami, she's gonna make a joke about, wait, since when is this a shoujo manga or something?
Oh my god.
My thoughts exactly, Nozomi.
Very good. Full marks for artistry.
Hell yeah, artists, you know what to do.
Uh-huh.
Dude, it's so funny. It was a long dip kiss. Darami resisted a little at first, but halfway through she completely accepted Tsubasa's lips against hers. The kiss lasted for over a full minute. Jesus! Okay. Jesus Christ. And it ended when they reached the ends of their lung capacities. Holy crap. Okay, that was fire. Well, how'd you like being my first kiss? Did it taste like innocence? Do you believe me now? I'm ready to get hurt for you, Darumi. There couldn't have been a better sprite for this moment. Okay, so I'm gonna have a disclaimer here. My high-pitched voices are not good today because I'm like having a medicine that's really strong and makes my stomach go all ugh. So like my deep voices are pretty good, but my high voices today are not cutting it. So I apologize in advance. Well, Dadami. Come on, say something. I'm getting embarrassed. Of course. Of fucking course. Mistress Tsubasa. Mistress Tsubasa! Oh, what's going on?
Mistress Tsubasa, I'll follow you for the rest of my life. I'd cross the ocean for you. So please, please.
Kiss me again.
Kiss me
Yep,
again.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Oh my fucking lord. Remember what I said? Dude, I don't know if I texted this to you or Zubida Ponta, but I literally said, dude, I bet Darami's gonna get so into it that she's gonna be like asking for kisses later again because she's gonna like this too much. I said it. I don't know if I said to you, if I said on stream, or if I said to Zubida, but I fucking said this. I knew she was gonna react like this. Come on, no way. That's enough kissing for today. It's never enough kissing when Yuri's at play, Tsubasa. No! Again. Be quiet. I'm leaving, and don't follow me. I'll follow you to the ends of the earth. Most likely to Zubida. It was probably, I don't know. Darami sprinted after Tsubasa. I talked about that scene with everyone, so... I talked to my mom about it. That's a joke. I watched their game of chase in a speechless daze. I just couldn't keep up with all the twists. Tsubasa kissed her? Hey, Takumi. Is Yugamo gonna say, something about us having a boner? Or something about, hey, our crush literally just kissed someone else and we were not the first to kiss her? He's gonna like make fun of us. Yugamo placed a hand on my shoulder. It's like the fucking Avatar meme. That's rough, buddy. Hey. I knew it. I knew it. It took so long that Darami beat you to getting Tsubasa's first kiss. Shut the hell up. How about... Zubid, I fucking love you. Oh my god, that's funny. How about you and I show the girls a real kiss? I said shut up! In all honesty, I was utterly shocked by Tsubasa kissing Darami. Well, it looks like it was good for both of them, so I guess it's fine. The real issue is... yeah, the positions in the leaderboard. I'm already suffocating on the first 8 minutes, so am I, buddy. And the problem is I can't, like, actually laugh too much because my intense laughs are not possible with the condition of my fucking organism right now with this heavy medicine. As the clock ticked over into the new day, I stopped by the leisure lounge on my own to check the leaderboard. Tsubasa was still dead last. If we didn't find her some points by the end of day 78, then... But how? Trying to earn points has led to nothing but a wild goose chase. There are no invaders anywhere. We're not gonna be able to beat Dalsha. Darami's knowledge was her last hope, but... she said she had no idea where they'd gone, and that hunting hadn't been going well for her either. Apparently, she'd been holding first place purely from the points she got from Hiruka. In the end, nobody had any idea where the invaders were now. Is it really just a matter of searching around? The unease was suffocating me. Would we manage to raise Tsubasa's ranking in these remaining 3 days? How? How do I protect the girl I love? Oh, okay. Hello, Takumi. Is something bothering you? I turned around at the sudden sound to see. When did you get there?
Don't glare at me like that. I just wanted to share something nice with you.
Is something nice? Maybe like a location of the invader base, maybe the HQ. I did say last time that the sponsor might know where their HQ lies, so you know. Yep, exactly. I fucking knew it.
You desperately want to know where the invaders are, right?
Do you know where they are? But she's not, like, whoever the sponsor is, they're not gonna tell us for free. They're gonna ask something in return.
I sure do. My B recon squad found where they've been hiding. If you're curious, I'm happy to tell you, and you alone, Takumi. Because you're my favorite.
And the fact that Takumi is their favorite kind of further implies to me that they want his time-traveling ability to go back in time. I swear to God, this sponsor is either Takumi, Time Traveler, or Darumi, Time Traveler. One of the two. However, the way that the story is progressing with Darumi right now makes this, like, Darumi theory a little weird based on how she's, like, been behaving. I really don't know. It's hard to say. But the story could develop in so many ways that they could, like, find an alternative to make it fit. Because honestly, I cannot see any other possibilities. If this is not a time-traveling Takumi or a time-traveling Darumi, I have no idea what the fuck this is. You're the sponsor of this game, right? Are you even allowed to play favorites?
I don't see any rules saying the sponsor needs to remain impartial.
If they really know where the invaders are, then I want to find out no matter what. But are you up to something?
Of course I am. I'm always thinking horrible things.
Okay, 1. How can you admit that so casually? And 2, I don't want help from a freak like you.
You're a clever boy, Takumi. You're right to think it sounds too good to be true. It's never a good idea to listen to the temptations of the devil. The devil's words will consume you like a drug. One taste and your life is ruined.
Enjoy the devil here, so get the hell away from me. That was close. I almost considered their offer. Them tell me where the invaders are? An obvious trap.
But you know, Takumi, I think you're going to need to trust me.
What are you even saying?
I mean, if you can't get the location of the invaders out of me, our last place player Tsubasa is going to die. Aw, that's good. Nothing better than seeing you look so desperate. I love humans trapped between a rock and a hard place. Corner a human and suddenly the voice of the devil starts to sound real nice.
I shouldn't even bother with them. I knew that in my head, but I couldn't get myself to leave. If I don't find out where the invaders are, then Tsubasa.
Try asking me nicely, Takumi. Ask me to tell you where they are. If you ask sincerely, I'll tell you about the best hunting spot out there.
What do I do? Should I trust them just as once? It's obviously shady, but what choice do I have? Do I trust them? This is gonna be a choice. No, it all sounds too easy to me. There's still a slim chance I can find them on my own. Interesting. Okay, this is a little bit of a tricky choice for me. So if we say no, Tsubasa is likely going to die. However, we might have a Darumi sacrifice, and I don't want a Darumi sacrifice. If we say yes, we might find like their HQ, but we're playing right into the sponsor's hands, and they said they need Takumi for something else. However, I feel like saying yes has less chances of Darumi dying, and that's like literally all I want in this game, for Darumi to survive. I want a Darumi route. Because, yeah, nothing says we need to share this with, like, Takemaru, Ima, or Kako, so we could just go there and rack up some points for Tsubasa. But this choice here really screams to me that Darumi is gonna sacrifice herself for Tsubasa. Interesting. I think I'm going yes on this one. Just because, again, this choice sounds too dangerous for Darumi to me. I'm gonna trust the sponsor even though I think they're shady. It's your future, boy. Tell me where the invaders are. I decided to trust the devil just this once. Trusting the devil, exactly. Things aren't getting better anyway. As shady as this offer is, I have to hang on to this glimmer of hope. You're such a romantic, choosing emotion over logic. I could weep. Interesting. Takumi, my warrior of love, let me reward you with this map. The map the sponsor handed me had something that looked like an invader face drawn in one specific spot. If you go there, you're sure to find invaders. Interesting. But you'd be wise to bring only Yugamo and Tsubasa with you. Oh, but that's a problem. That's a problem because Darumi is gonna chase Tsubasa to the ends of the earth for those packs on the lips and maybe more. Don't tell anyone you got this map from me. Sound good?
Huh?
You swear the invaders are really there?
I guess you just have to go and see for yourself.
Every word out of the sponsor's mouth made me more and more suspicious, but I had to go there. After that, I waited until morning and woke up Yugamo and Tsubasa. We took the school bus to place... Hang on. Got this medicine. We took the school bus to the place indicated on the map. And before Dasha, I forgot how it writes, you just inverted the L and the H. Attacks while you're out. I was kind of thinking of that. I was kind of thinking maybe like there, because like Dasha was planning to attack the academy, right? He wanted to beat, after he recognized that we were true warriors and he's the paragon of warfare, he was kind of like, oh, now that I know you fight well, I want to, you know, have you on a proper match, right? On a raid at the school, so he kind of is saving his powers for that. I don't think he's gonna attack us out in a code, but it's possible. It's possible we run into him in this base. Really? We'll find invaders if we go here? Yeah, that's what the person who gave me the map said. And just who was that exactly?
Huh?
I can't tell you. It was part of our deal.
A deal, you say?
Yugamo seemed to sense what was going on, but didn't press the matter further. His back is against the wall too. Hoping against all hope, we headed for the spot marked on the map.
Almost there. Strap in. The ride's gonna get bumpy.
And
Here we are.
And so the bus arrived at the place marked on the map. When we got there... What? Kinda looks like a mansion. There's no way this is the Osuzuki mansion, right? There's no way this is the Osuzuki mansion. We need to look for, like, a swamp and a bathroom outside. Because, like, Osuzukis do not have a bathroom inside of their house. And they have, like, a bottomless swamp or something where they throw things and people that they don't want anymore. Interesting. Because, like, if this is the Osuzuki mansion, then the theory that this is, in fact, Earth and actually the Tokyo residential complex is plausible.
Kinda looks like a mansion.
Pretty swanky, isn't it? Maybe a commander lived here. Okay, there's nothing we can, like, use to... There's nothing we can use to identify Kurata here. So the symbol she has is like a lotus flower, isn't it? Because everyone has a symbol. Like, Kyoshika has the honey... the honey things. Yugamo has the spider. Nozomi has the little globe. Shoma has the triangle. I think Kako and Ima share the same symbol, the one in his chest. Gakko has the little star on his head. Tsubasa has the cut gear on her breast. Eito has the little circle with like a little circle inside. Darumi has the heart, or not the heart. I think it's actually like the little like asteroid ship that she has on her left side of the belly. Takemaru has the I don't know how to describe, but the symbol, the yellow symbol on his right arm, and Takumi of course has the like this thing that he has on his chest. I know it looks like a fucking Among Us guy. And Moko has the ice cream. I don't know what Kurata is, but it's like maybe a lotus flower or something. We had arrived at a lavishly decorated estate. There was no sign of any enemies near the entrance, but... Let's go inside. Come with me, guys. We cautiously made our way through the mansion with bated breath. Were there really invaders here? The anxiety and anticipation made my heart beat so loudly that I could barely focus. Please, let there be invaders. If we don't get some points here, Tsubasa is... Oh! I gulped deep inside the estate. Interesting. Why are there so many? We found what we've been looking for. There were so many invaders. Am I dreaming? I wanted to pinch my cheeks to be sure, but I didn't have a minute to waste. We had to seize this golden opportunity. Yeah! Let's go, guys! Hunt with everything you've got! Yeah. Right. We attacked the invaders with all our might. Yugamo was capable of hunting alone and didn't need my help. But Tsubasa wasn't so good at fighting outside the school. I had to help her get those points. I hunted down the invaders just like always. Detach yourself, it's just work. Dude, remember when I said earlier that this like mentality of detach yourself, it's just work, is gonna eventually get Takumi to hit Tsubasa or his allies on accident? Maybe this is where it's gonna happen. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. I feel like we've really racked up points. Yeah, but we can't stop yet. Takemoto and the twins had gained a huge amount of points for finishing off the Squad 4 commander at the outpost. We have to keep getting points here if we want to close the gap. I decided to keep hunting without taking any time to rest. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Is that all of them? Are there any more invaders? I looked around, but it had gone quiet inside the estate. Looks like we got them all. What? It's not enough. We need more points if we want to save Tsubasa. Just then, Yugamo suddenly whirled around, facing the innermost part of the estate. Careful, guys. A strange presence is approaching from over there. Invaders? Similar, but something's off. Commander, maybe Daosha? Off how? The sound of their footsteps doesn't jive with what I'm saying. Oh my god, this fucking medicine. The sound of the footsteps doesn't jive with what I'm sensing. These steps, they seem... Just as Yugamo tilted his head in confusion, they showed themselves. Huh? I couldn't believe my eyes. What I was seeing shouldn't have been possible. It's Kurata. I swear to God, if this is Kurata, I'm gonna punch my fucking face. No way. How? Oh.
How are there humans here?
Oh, what? 2 swordsmen and 4 gunslingers. Okay, Shoma, Kurara, Gaku, Kyoshika, Hiruko, and Moko. This is the number of people that died, isn't it? 6 people. 1. Oh, there's 8. Well, Eito doesn't count. He died outside the game. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Without counting Eito. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. Interestingly, 2 of them wield swords. Of course, Kyoshika... Well, Kyoshika wielded a sword. Gaku is a gun man. Kurara is also... Well, no, Kurara uses like a scepter. Moko just uses her hand, so it wouldn't make sense. Hiroko uses her axe. Perhaps they're the people defending the TRC that saved Hiroko in the novel. Well, they used like sunglasses in the novel. Their attire was like suits. They described him as like suits, not like those like religious outfits or something. What in the nunnery is this? Seriously, this fucking looks like a cult, man. Huh. I mean, I'm not saying it couldn't be Ponta, but the way to describe them is a little different from this. What the hell is going on? I'm trying to think because, like, we know, like, remember the screams we've been hearing in the battles, like, from people just calling out for their relatives and loved ones, like, help, no, you know, when we had the, like, 2 last battles at the academy. I wonder if, like, the invaders are doing some sort of experimentation with the humans and maybe putting them inside of their, like, little invader, thingies, right? Because that's, like, one of my theories. For a really long time, we've been actually fighting the humans in one way or another. So maybe it's a case where, like, their souls get, like, infused into the bodies of the invaders, and that's how they, like, get their, like, will, right? Their personalities. Because we know that we know from, like, Sirei/Ima's, like, remarks from the time that Sirei spent at the invader base, that they manufacture the little invaders, right? All the invaders would fight the Grizzlies, the Dadomars, all the little guys are manufactured in their, like, outpost, which is interesting because then we were forced to wonder if they have blood inside of them, why, you know, who, like, what causes that blood? What causes, like, them to have, like, a will, a soul, or something like that? So I kind of wonder if they use humans in them. And that's, like, the fucked upness of this, because we're fighting the humans we're trying to protect in these invaders.
I thought they all escaped to the artificial satellite.
Does this mean some of them were left here on Earth? We should ask what happened.
We dropped our weapons at our feet and tried to talk to the people. But
you invaders will stoop to any low, won't you? How did you even find this place?
interesting.
It's your fault we changed!
What? It's your fault we changed. What do you mean by changed?
I'm gonna kill you right here and now!
Are you not human anymore? Are you like part alien, part what?
Why are they so mad?
I don't think they're in the mood to talk.
The air was tense. We weren't going to be able to avoid a fight.
Let's run, before they can attack.
We turned to the exit so we could leave the estate. But at the very next moment...
Are you sure about that? Leave now and Tsubasa will die, you know?
Wait, are they targets as well?
Gah!
We skidded to a halt after hearing a voice that shouldn't have been there. When we turned around, we saw... What the fuck, man? So they are worth points too. A single bee hovering in the air. And it was one of the sponsors, and it somehow seemed larger than the others. And it makes sense, because if my theory is right, that that these guys are also part alien, part human, and they're being used to actually fuel the regular invaders with fights, they're technically targets too. They're also considered invaders, or soon to be invaders, so they're worth points.
Did I startle you? This bee comes equipped with a transceiver. I can speak to you remotely. Anytime, anywhere.
I wonder if this is how Datami was able to find us the other time when we left with the school bus, all, you know, far away from the last Defense Academy. I wonder if the sponsor told her where we were. The sponsor was speaking to us through the bee.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to chat. We need to get going.
Going? Why? There's so many invaders here. Don't you want to score some points?
We hunted down all the invaders. All that's left are... humans.
Takumi, what in the world are you talking about? Those things
Our invaders.
are clearly invaders.
Huh.
What?
These people? Invaders?
Stop staring and come at me! Stop staring! Or we'll come whether you're ready or not!
I'm gonna kill you! Gonna kill you!
More precisely, they're the armature for invaders.
Oh my god. I fucking called it. I've been talking about this ever since they mentioned that the little invaders were fucking manufactured, dude. They are turned into the fucking invaders, which means we've been fighting humans all along. And when Veshinus told us that she was going to start using the people who are not even meant to fight, that's probably like... I wouldn't be surprised if that's probably like people who don't even like have a fully prepared body for it, and that's why we get to hear like their cries of help in the battle, right? Oh, this is saucy, man. Like, we're finally getting to, like, the nitty-gritty of the theories I've been, like, postulating ever since, like, the theory crafting stream.
What the hell are you talking about?
The basement of that building is one of the invader production facilities.
Huh.
It was gathering dust for ages, but now it's back in commission. That is to say, these armatures were brought here to mass-produce new invaders after their numbers were so thoroughly decimated.
Makes sense after we've been exterminating so many of them.
Wait. Invaders are made from people?
Dun dun dun.
Opinions are split on whether these armatures can be considered human. But in layman's terms, you're exactly right.
What?
Invaders are made from people. Then the SDU has been killing humans all along. Murdering people? Oh my god, here we go.
Alright, I have one more important thing to share with you. Those armatures are worth a lot of points.
Of course they are.
These people are...
Armatures are highly valuable, much more than full-fledged invaders.
We're gonna have a choice here.
So whoever bravely hunts them down will be rewarded extra special bonus points.
Don't be ridiculous. I don't care how many points they're worth. I'm not going to kill human beings.
Yeah, Takumi, but that's what you've been doing ever since day one. You've been just killing humans, killing and killing and killing.
Neither am I. The idea of killing people?
Ah, poor Tsubasa.
I may be a filthy assassin, but I don't kill people outside of work.
Fair enough.
Wow, you still have such righteous moral compasses. But are you sure? If you don't hunt them, Tsubasa's going to die.
Tsubasa's going to die. The moment I heard those words, my body lurched with a wave of dizziness.
Takumi, don't listen to them. I'm not willing to kill people for my own survival.
Let's find another way. We can't stay here.
Oh? There aren't any invaders left anywhere else.
Wow.
You really did hunt them to extinction.
I somehow don't fully buy this. It feels like the sponsor's really trying to get us to kill these guys. Way too much, I would say.
If you want to save your little friend, you'll have to make a choice here.
Oh, fuck,
Isn't
dude.
that right, Takumi?
So this is the real reason why the sponsor pointed me here. They wanted to force me to choose between killing human beings or letting one of my friends get killed.
Are you gonna fight or not? To hell with it! Brace yourselves! We'll kamikaze you monsters!
I hope if you do that, I still get your points.
Yeah, we're soldiers. We're not scared of dying.
Doesn't sound like it, buddy. I can't kill another person even if they are soldier. But... Aw, man. Aw, man. Damn. I don't want to lose another friend. Tsubasa, Yugamo, close your eyes. Takumi, what are you going to do? Don't. Please. You can't. The moment I decided to come here, the choice was already made. I want to protect Yugamo after he stayed by my side through everything. And... Hang on, I got a call from my mom. Give me just a sec. Alright, I'm back. If he's right, I expect Daosha to attack without an army. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Unless, like, it takes a while and they manufacture more. Because, like, who's to say there is not more armature out there of, you know, the soon-to-be processed full-fledged invaders, and they're, like, actually producing them right now when Daosha is making an army for himself. I don't know. I want to protect the girl I've truly come to care about. I held my sword aloft with trembling hands. That's right, Takumi. Do it. Armatures are incredibly weak. One strike from your blade and it's all over. Shut up. I'm not doing this because you convinced me. I'm doing this out of my own free will to save Tsubasa's life.
No! Takumi, don't!
Dude, I hope to God Tsubasa doesn't jump in front of this blade.
Stop, Takumi.
Detach yourself. Oh! Oh! I have to summon the evil inside of me. Just as once I needed to channel Eito Aotsuki. Inside of my body, I carry the will of the person who so despised humanity. I'll take the sword and...
No!
Damn. I brought it down swiftly. I can't fucking believe this. Oh my god. I can't fucking believe this. I can't fucking believe this. No, there's no way. There's no way. Detach yourself, it's just work. It was gonna get down to this at some point. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Oh my god, no. No, 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 no. Oh, fuck. Okay, it's actually like ambiguous. Because it didn't show us. Did we kill them or did we kill Tsubasa? Because maybe Takumi channeled Eito too much. And he ended up hurting her without even realizing it. Who is saying this? Is this Eito? Is this Takumi? I am a little confused. Ugh, I can't. No matter how hard I try, I can't forget. Oh my god, so he actually hurt Tsubasa. You killed Tsubasa? Okay, so you killed human beings. Okay, okay, Tsubasa's okay. But how is she gonna be perceiving us now? I killed human beings. I've committed an unforgivable crime. Unable to confront what I had done, I was hiding from reality under the covers in my bed. How could I? Who were those people? What were they doing there? Why were they so hostile toward us even though they were human just like us? Why are there still people on Earth? I thought they all evacuated to the satellite. Nothing makes any sense. Nobody knows the truth, nobody who knows the truth even tried to tell us what's going on here. But one thing's for certain. Those people, I killed them. I can still feel the weight of my sin in my palms. That was all that mattered. Enough of this. I don't want to think anymore. Oh my fucking Christ, dude. Day 78. I assume, yeah, Tsubasa is ahead of Takemaru, Ima, and Kako. Hopefully, at the very least. Oh my god. Takumi, are you up? I could swear I just heard Nozomi's voice. I thought I was hallucinating, but then... I could sense someone at my bedside. The closing ceremony for round 3 just wrapped up. You saved Tsubasa. You did it, Takumi. Thank you for saving her. Is he hallucinating that? I actually don't know. This is so weird. Because it could be a case where, like, the Eito inside of him is trying to, like, create hallucinations to justify the fact that he killed someone, to make him more, like, at ease with that. I saved her life. Plus, wasn't the ceremony supposed to be at the end of the day? Like, it's still morning. As I heard the news, a single tear trickled down from my eye. Thank goodness. I managed to protect the girl I love. I really did it. Tsubasa's been in bed for a while, but I'm sure she'll be better soon. So you better get well soon too, okay? Everybody wants to see you. Are you sure about that? Nozomi's being so optimistic and cheery. She must be trying to lift my spirits. But I need to face what I've done. Who was executed in round 3? Either Ima or Kako. Or maybe Takemaru sacrificed himself. No, that's not possible. Everybody but Takemaru, Kako, and Ima. Yeah, for sure. If I were to guess, I would say Ima. Even though Kako was behind, I think Ima would, like, try to make some sort of amends and get to the bottom to protect Kako. Nozomi flinched after I asked in a strained voice.
Mm,
Oh, it was Takemaru. How did... Damn. He was above the other two. I'm surprised he ended up being the one who bit the dust. I mean, it's possible that he started, you know, looking for invaders, and everything he found, he started to give them to the others, because he did say he was gonna protect those below him with his own life if needed to. So I guess, you know, it was a possible outcome from the start. Damn, dude. I guess he gave all the invaders he found over to the twins. So he ended up in last place.
Huh?
I see. That's a real Takemaru way to go out. He was always putting his friends first. He must be cursing me from the other side. He hated me so much, and I ended up forcing him into last place. No, just before he was executed, he suddenly got so calm. He said he wanted to tell you he was sorry. Really? Sorry? To me? He gave me a letter. I'll read it to you. Takumi, I'm so sorry for all the horrible shit I did to you. I just hated you so damn much. But when I thought about it with a cool head, I couldn't even remember why I felt that way about you. Maybe I was using my hatred for you to avoid confronting reality. Sorry I made you my scapegoat. I'm the only one to blame for everything. You don't gotta forgive me, but you gotta forgive Ima and Kako. Adios. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. That's the end of his message. Takemaru. Takemaru! He was such a good guy. I always knew that since we'd already survived 100 days together once. But why did things have to end up this way this time? Takemaru. Takemaru! 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 Ah! Nozomi ran her hand reassuringly over my back as I screamed my throat hoarse. Jesus, man. Sleep, wake up, sleep, wake up. I cycled quickly between sleep and wakefulness. What I did weighed on me too heavily when I was awake, so I would retreat back to the land of sleep in search of reprieve. But whenever I fell asleep, I dream of the day I killed those people. The memory of my hands covered in their blood would return. I flew out of bed, soaked in sweat, but even awake, I was still in hell. It was agony after agony, whether I was sleeping or awake, but I didn't try to pull myself out of the cycle. I can't run away from this pain. After all, this is what I... Just then... Oh, Takumi! Still being antisocial in here? Evening, Takumi. The Chova has decided to sneak into your room in the dead of the night. I could hear Yugamo and Darumi in the darkness. The two of them sat beside my bed and launched right into some casual small talk. You were probably hoping for Tsubasa. Unfortunately, she's not feeling so well right now. The mental shock caused her to develop a fever, but she's getting better, so don't worry. Mistress Tsubasa is getting 24-hour personalized care from me, so there's nothing to worry about at all. I dabbed every nook and cranny of Mistress Tsubasa's body with damp cloth. Hot.
The lewd side of Mr. Tsubasa's body, flushed by fever. It was crazy erotic.
Takumi, you're the only one who can protect Tsubasa from the clutches of this perverted succubus. Okay, what a way to lighten the mood. I kind of like this. You'd better get up before something horrible happens.
You can just call me Darami the Cuckold Maker.
That's good. They kept directing the conversation back to me. I wanted to answer, but I desperately resisted the urge. We brought Darami to meet Commune yesterday, but it was a total disaster. Darami got way too excited by how cute she is.
Who could possibly keep their cool after seeing a cute little shrine maiden girl? Oh, Commune, light of my life, fire of my loins.
What the fuck, Darami?
I grabbed her and munched on those cute little ears. Even when she tried to fight me off with tears in her eyes, I munched without mercy.
Darami was all over her, so Nozomi got jealous. Hearing them talk made me want to return to normalcy. But I can't go back. I can never go back. I took the lives of those people. I robbed them of days that lied ahead of them. It wouldn't be fair if I just kept living a life of joy and pleasure. I can't allow it. I'm not going to get out of this bed. I'll stay here until I die. I need to wallow in the anguish of hell and die a dog's death. After all, this is the only way I can atone. Day 80, brother. This is getting very interesting. This is the Hikikomori route.
You're in an awfully sorry state, Takumi.
I heard another voice. I was just trying to look if she has, like, both of her ears. What if she was just, like, missing a ear? Missing an ear. That would be very funny. If they made a sprite for that after Darami met her. It was Commune. Did she leave the hangar to come check on me?
Yugamo told me everything. No wonder you're so worn out. You must have been quite shocked to find out the truth behind what you refer to as invaders.
Shocked didn't even begin to cover it. My whole world had been turned upside down.
Takumi, as you've discovered, invaders were once human. The truth of the invaders is that they are combat organisms created from wounded soldiers and veterans.
Interesting.
I never wanted to tell you this cold, painful truth.
Huh?
So we've been fighting other humans all this time.
Yes, in a sense.
Which means the destruction of the surface isn't because of world death. It's the scars left from the ravages of war. The Tokyo residential complex we'd all been living in before must have been some kind of underground shelter then. Even if it is a war, we can't kill people.
It's true that you killed people, but you could view it as an act of salvation. The people you killed were poor soldiers fated to be turned into combat organisms in the near future. You allowed them to die as humans. You freed them from their fate of being turned into monsters.
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
That's compassion, not evil. All things are ordained by God. Our scriptures say there is no such thing as destiny.
Commune tried desperately to reason with me, to free me from my guilt. And while I appreciated the thought, I didn't want to be freed. If I let myself forget what it felt like, I'm sure I'll just end up doing it again. I just had this horrible feeling that's what would happen. So I clung to my guilty conscience and decided to rot away here. It was only right. Is this an ending? No, like, every time he says, I need to die a dog's death, I need to rot away, I'm like, man, what is happening, right? I'm starting to like have a theory where like the sponsor, like what's happening to Takumi is like maybe depending on our choices, he develops like the full Ato inside of him, right? And he like gets obsessed with killing, and then he goes back in time as the sponsor. And the ones we've been seeing are like a bunch of Takumis. I don't know, man. I am so into this theory of like time traveling sponsor. That's gotta be Dotami or Takumi, but it could have like it could be like an effect of Ato's influence, right? The reason why he ended up this way, obsessed with killing, right? It's so weird.
You're completely depressed, aren't you, Takumi?
I heard another voice. This time it was the sponsor.
Fair enough. I mean, you've been tainted by the act of murder. But it was splendid. The way you killed him so merciless.
Oh my god, this medicine is so bad.
But it was splendid. The way you killed him so mercilessly. The noble knight darting his hands to protect the one he loves. You really are quite the romantic.
So you see,
It gives my life so much meaning to push romantics like you to commit mortal sins. You should see the look on your face. You look like a prisoner locked up in a dungeon.
A prisoner? Well, I am a criminal, so I deserve to die a miserable death in a filthy cell.
The knight awakes from his delusions of romance and confronts his crimes to discover that he is no more than a mere murderer. He must find himself hideous. He must be repulsed with himself. It must make him wish he was dead.
A murderer pretending to be a knight in shining armor. That describes me perfectly. I don't regret my choice, but I wish I was dead. They're right.
Oh, I only wish I could torture you now that you're so weak and fragile. But I can't. It's against the rules for the sponsor to touch you unprovoked.
even so.
Damn it, who made this ridiculous rule anyway? I wanna play with you, Takumi. I guess that leaves me no choice. I'll just have to toy with your mental state.
You're an evil murderer.
My god.
You think you're better than everyone else.
Whoops. I missed, I pressed the wrong button.
Nobody likes you. Everybody hates you. Might as well go eat worms.
The sponsor kept childly insulting me. Every time I fell asleep, I dreamed of the people I killed. They were ghosts, glaring at me in the darkness. And when I awoke, the ghosts would vanish. In their place was endless darkness. I'd go back to sleep and the ghosts would hover in the air once more. I'd wake up and they'd disappear. Every day repeated itself. Gradually, I started to be unable to discern if I was dead or alive. Oh, maybe the night I killed them, I died with them. Holy crap. Tsubasa? Yeah, I knew Tsubasa. I knew it was her.
Takumi.
I was on the verge of tears the moment I heard her voice. I wanted to leap out of bed and cling to her. It took everything in me not to act on that impulse.
Sorry I wasn't here sooner. I've been in bed all this time too. I'm sorry you're in so much pain. And you shouldn't be. I'm sorry you had to do something like that because of me. Damn. I could clearly hear the sound of Tsubasa's tears hitting the floor.
Huh?
It's okay. I'm the one who did it. And when someone does something wrong, they need to suffer for it. No! You didn't do anything wrong, Takumi. The ones we really should be blaming are the people who put us in this horrible situation to begin with. We just got dragged here all of a sudden and forced to fight these enemies we didn't know anything about. And then this killing game started. It's all so confusing. You didn't do anything wrong. 2 teardrops fell onto my cheek. The girl I love is crying. I want to comfort her, but I can't touch her. My hands are too dirty. Oh, I got chills. No, Tsubasa. There's no point in trying to rationalize it. I can't run away from what I did. My hands tell the story. They're covered in blood. Blood that will never wash away. It wasn't about words or reason. My hands gave it away. They branded me as a criminal. Don't worry about me anymore. I'm evil. I don't belong with you guys. I wanted to get Tsubasa as far away from me as soon as possible. I didn't want to sully her with all the sin and death I brought with me. But she never made any attempt to leave my side. Fine. If you think you're a criminal, so be it. Is she gonna say, I'm gonna be your partner in crime or something? Fucking, Bonnie and Clyde up in here. Takumi, the criminal. I'm fine with this new labor of yours, so at least hear what I have to say about our future. Oh my god. Our future. I talked with Yugamo and Darumi earlier. We're never going to be able to go back to how it was before. Yugamo made Kiyoshika drink poison. Darumi killed Hiroka. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Even if we try to live like normal in the complex, I think we'd suffer trying to readjust to peaceful lives. She's right. We've strayed a long way from the lives we used to live. I couldn't face mom or dad. I couldn't go back to that life. Not that I'm even planning on trying. But Tsubasa, you're still clean. You can still go back. Listen to me, Takumi. We'll live together as roommates when we get to the artificial satellite. Roommates? We'll rent out some cheap little detached home and all 4 of us criminals can live together in poverty. It might be hard for us to reintegrate into society when we get back from the war, but at least when we go home, we'll have the friends who went through it with us. I'm sure we can overcome anything as long as we're together. Tsubasa's voice was lively as she described their future together. We'll get part-time jobs so we can afford food and pay the bills. I need to start researching some cheap but tasty recipes right away. Oh, and we should get some cheap appliances from second-hand shops. Even total junk is no problem, cause I can fix it.
Huh?
Tsubasa, what are you? We'll be busy on weekdays, so we might not even get to see each other. But we can make up for it by making sure we take weekends off together.
He can rent. I'm gonna fucking cry, man. My God. Fucking Christ.
We can rent some cheap DVDs and have an all-day watch party.
Oh. Gosh. It's hitting deeper than I thought it is, man. It's so much. That very moment, I could clearly envision the life Tsubasa was describing. It was so vivid, almost like I could reach out and grab it.
I bet Darumi won't want to watch anything except B-grade horror movies.
Yes.
She and Yugano will love it. We're gonna feel left out. But we'll still watch all of them to the end. Doesn't take much to convince us, huh? After we're done, we'll all clean up the popcorn Darumi threw all over the place.
Oh my God, this is so good. My gosh, man.
We'll all sigh and laugh as we sweep. You'll say, "You made us waste our day off watching these garbage movies." And I'll say, "But I kind of enjoyed it."
An overwhelming feeling welled up as I played out the scene in my head. This feeling rising up inside of me. It was longing. I wanted this future. I wanted it so bad it hurt. No, 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 no. I can't start dreaming about the future. I can't let myself have a future after taking so many lives. It's not right. Go away. Go away! I frantically repeated these words in my head. Demons aren't allowed to dream about happy endings. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen. I fucking love Tsubasa, man. Give me a second, guys. My God. It's so good because, like, you have Takumi here who's just bedridden and, like, he can't have any hopes for his future. He doesn't believe he has a future. He believes he's, like, as good as dad right now. And, meanwhile, you got Tsubasa who's, like, envisioning all of these possible good times in the future, how there's still hope, how we can still find some sort of joy, how we can, despite all the horrible things we did, we can have some sort of respite, some sort of reprieve in the end, and we can live together as friends and as family. And Takumi just can't grasp any of that, and Tsubasa realizes this, and, you know, the least she can do to get him to have a taste of that is kissing him. Just like a physical way of making him notice that it's attainable, that it's real, that it's right there over the horizon. Man, I love this game, man. My God. Wow. Not the mood I was hoping for, but wholesome nonetheless. I fucking love how they're handling this scene, man. I love how, like, Tsubasa is crying and Takumi isn't, because Takumi is so hopeless and, like, stoic that he can't bring himself to feel any emotions anymore. He just feels as good as dad. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the scene, like, changes, right? And he starts to, like, grow tears in his eyes because of the kiss. There was a warm sensation on my lips. Tsubasa's lips rested neatly atop mine. Her breath, her warmth, her hopes, her life. I felt all of it in my soul.
I just took half of your sins, Takumi.
Oh my god!
Guess that makes me a criminal too.
Oh my fucking god, guys! Holy crap! Oh man. The fact that it lacks the sparkle in his eyes. Exactly.
And in exchange, I gave you half of my life.
No! What a fucking line, dude! Oh my fucking god! Oh my Christ. Make it stop. Oh man! Dude, I'm a fucking mess. I'm a fucking mess. I don't think I've cried this harshly in this game. Holy Jesus, man. I just took half of your sins, and in exchange I gave you half of my life. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. This might be my favorite scene in the entire game. Hey Attica, I see you're losing as much as we are. The moment I heard those words, I truly felt like I'd been reborn. There was a faint warmth in my chest. It's your heartbeat. It's your heartbeat, Takumi. It's beating again. You feel alive.
It's okay. You can make things right. I know you're a kind person, Takumi. So please, make my dream come true. Let's all be roommates.
After giving me another kiss on the cheek, she suddenly jolted back.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I did it again. I kissed two people practically back to back. Am I just easy? Anyway, Takumi, get well soon. I'm out of here. Tsubasa rushed out the door. The sound of her briskly shutting it behind her echoed in the room. The moment I heard that sound...
Huh?
I'm gonna clap, man. Whoever wrote the scene... Major props. Like... Oh... Chef's kiss. Jesus Christ, man. I'd unconsciously risen to my feet. My body was moving. My heart was telling me it still wanted to live. It was as if I'd never lost the will to keep going in the first place. I felt almost as if I wasn't myself. Right, I guess I'm half Tsubasa now. Tsubasa had breathed half of her life into me, and she'd taken on half of my sin, which meant we're partners in crime.
Okay, Tsubasa. Let's do this.
I'm the most horrible person to ever exist. A complete villain who kills people. Scum that doesn't deserve to die. Trash, the Grim Reaper, a demon. Okay, Shoma. But that's exactly why I have to fight for my friends. I'll use these filthy hands to crowd out Tsubasa's beautiful dream and keep it safe. And in order to do that...
I'm gonna finish this invader hunt, once and for all.
Have you guys realized how Nozomi was, like, excluded from the dream? I guess Tsubasa's jealous of her. Oh man, she doesn't want Nozomi in the picture. Oh man. I'm gonna finish this invader hunt once and for all. Good, she already has commune. I guess. Save your progress. Hell yeah, you bet I do. Ah man, I'm just like in the clouds, man. I'm in cloud 9 right now. This scene killed me. Sorry for worrying you guys. I'm fine now. The next morning, back on my feet, I called everyone to the hangar and apologized for being in bed for so long. Takumi, thank goodness you're okay. You were so sad. There. There. I'll make you some porridge with egg later, okay? No thanks on the porridge. I got the feeling Nozomi's been turning more and more sisterly ever since she started looking after commune. Time to accept Ima and Kaku too now, yeah? It was Takamada's last wish after all. Darumi, Yugamu, you two came to visit me a lot. Thanks for cheering me up. Hang on guys, let me just drink some water because I feel hiccups coming in from this medicine.
Too bad it didn't die so I could have Mistress Tsubasa all to myself.
You looked so adorable in your catatonic state. I wanted to immortalize you in wax and use you to decorate my room.
Hey, stop saying scary things or no dessert.
Seriously, stop with the big sister act.
Maybe everyone looks like commune to her now.
I wanted to thank Commune too, but there was no sign of her. Maybe she was working on the escape pod. At last, but far from least, Tsubasa. She awkwardly averted her eyes. I guess she must be feeling embarrassed about what happened. I decided I would talk to her about it later, then looked to Yugamu. He urged me to keep talking with his eyes. Takumi, sorry to do this when you're just getting back, but we need to discuss what happens next right away. If we take too long, round 4 will start.
Round 4 will last from day 86 until day 100. Right now is our break. There's no way we're going to do this a 4th time. Absolutely not.
We're all in agreement then. We're not participating in this invader hunt again. But if we want to leave the game, we're going to need to procure fuel for the escape pod somehow.
Fuel, as in a large amount of cryptoglobin.
Commune said before we'd need the cryptoglobin from the strongest class of commanders. Strongest class of commanders? That Dalsha surely fits the bill. If we can beat him and take his cryptoglobin, we'll definitely be able to launch the escape pod. But he was insanely strong.
Our attacks didn't do anything to him. I have PTSD from almost getting killed by him. Are you alright, Mr. Tsubasa? If you need somewhere to puke, aim for my face.
I can relate to your nausea. Dalsha is beyond powerful. How is it fair that his defense is enough to nullify every attack? He's the only one we just can't beat. Alone, that is. Yeah, if we get Ima Kako up in here, maybe we can have a chance. Alone? I wonder what he was implying, and just then...
Please, allow me to handle Dalsha.
Yeah? Whoa, when did you get here?
Oh my god, the jailbait shrine maiden! It's so cute when you just show up like that. My sister's cutest girl in the cosmos.
True enough, but more importantly, Commune, do you know anything about Dalsha?
Dalsha is one of the most renowned warriors in all of history. Naturally, word of his abilities spread throughout the land. Then, do you know how we can get through those impossible defenses of his? Daosha. He's permanently cloaked in a mist of divine blood. Cryptoglobin. The blood he expels is the true form of his impenetrable defense. In order to damage him, you must first destroy his cloak of cryptoglobin.
How exactly do we do that? Destroy it? How do we do that?
It's quite simple. Use poison.
Okay, Yugamo, you're up.
Pure divine blood is weak only to poison, even more so when it's exposed like that.
So we need poison that works in cryptoglobin. We'd better figure that out. Huh? Wait, hold on, I could swear we already... The cryptoglobin, they absorb courses through their bodies, so I simply need to develop a poison that acts on cryptoglobin. Hey, Yugamo. You made a poison that works on cryptoglobin when you killed the previous sponsor, right? Could we use that to beat Daosha? Hold on, guys. I really... But this medicine acts really strongly. Sometimes I struggle to even, like, talk without going like, ugh. Yes, I was thinking the same thing. I've already given Commune the poison I made.
Igamo's poison is quite well made.
What was the sponsor's new rule? Don't eat poison or don't use poison? Yes. There's also that. But who's to say he's gonna know about it? We might do this in secret. Ingesting poison is prohibited. I think that's like verbatim the line.
Yugamo's poison is quite well made. After I make a few improvements to it, it'll be able to break through Daosha's impenetrable defenses.
Things were moving smoothly and quickly. If we keep this momentum going, we'll be able to take down Daosha and get his cryptoglobin. Okay, then using it shouldn't go against that rule. I mean, technically it would, because you're still like ingesting it. Oh, no. Unless they don't ingest it and they just apply it to him, right? I think that's what you mean, right? Yeah. So ingesting yeah. Makes sense. Wait for Daosha to attack on day 99. That would be funny. But don't celebrate just yet. We have another foe who is a far bigger nuisance. Let me guess. The sponsor. I can't get a read on them at all. It's highly likely that they will insert themselves in our battle with Daosha.
They might even have a more evil trick in store for us. Knowing then, they definitely do. Maybe we should take out the sponsor first? I want to kill Daosha first. If we keep letting Grandpa wander around outside the old folks' home, it's not gonna be pretty.
In short, we have two options right now. Take down the sponsor first or take down Daosha. Yeah. Target Daosha or target the sponsor. And making that decision falls to me as team leader, I suppose. It so pains me to force you to make a decision while you're convalescing, but I would prefer it if our leader chose our course of action. Whatever you choose, we'll see it through to the end. They're like, I was just thinking about this, Ponta. Isn't it funny how, like, we have, like, in this perfect scenario, this dream of Tsubasa, we have my favorite boy, your favorite girl, my favorite girl, and Takumi all together in the same household. That's literally the perfect ending, man. Isn't it beautiful? Do we take care of Daosha as soon as possible, or do we take out the sponsor first? If we got Daosha's cryptoglobin, we can escape, but it's entirely possible the sponsor will throw something at us to stop us. Maybe we should start with the sponsor then, but I really would rather avoid a direct confrontation with them. We already know how to deal with Daosha, but we don't even know who or what the sponsor really is. Daosha or the sponsor? I have to make a choice. What am I going to do here? This is a hard one. This is a hard one. I'm kind of tempted to go Daosha, but it's entirely perfectly possible that... Now, let me think about this. Let me think about this. Cause yeah, if you think about it, if we take down the sponsor, there's only one sponsor, but how the fuck do we even do that? Like, do we have any ways of actually killing the sponsor this time? Whereas if we go after Daosha, I feel like we have a pretty good chance of leaving. But killing the sponsor defeats the killing game, and then I think Ima and Kako could be on our side. Whereas if we just go after Daosha, they could be like a problem, both of them. They try to kill the sponsors twice already. Exactly, that's kind of what's on my mind. Like, we tried to do it twice, but the odds are different now. Because before there were a bunch of them, and now there's only one. Like, the sponsor themselves confirmed that. This is a tough choice, man. I honestly don't know which one to go with here. I'm not feeling so good about killing the sponsor. I think that would be a sacrifice. I have a question. He has control over your body bombs, though. Exactly. I was gonna get to that. I have a question. Does the sponsor know that Nozomi does not relate to Cryptoglobin? That she's got a different anatomy? Because I don't think he does, right? Because, like, Nozomi can drink the poison as much as she wants. But then we would rely on the sponsor absorbing her. That's the problem. Was Nozomi on the remote control? Yes. Yes, she was. But wait, does Nozomi have a bomb inside of her? Does Nozomi actually have a bomb inside of her? Have we gone through that? Have we like stated that Nozomi does have a bomb inside of her? Because now I'm confused. Because that could be our ace in the hole, actually. Nozomi might not have a bomb inside of her because she's not a part of the defense unit. I think we're onto something here. Huh. This is making me want to go with the sponsor. Because, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Perhaps the sponsor doesn't know. Exactly. What if they press the button trying to defend themselves, but they can't do anything? It doesn't do anything because Nozomi does not have a bomb. And, like, here's the thing. Nozomi is our ace in the hole, so if someone is dying when we're fighting the sponsor, it's gonna be Nozomi. And we still get to seize our future with Tsubasa, Darumi, and Yugamo, which is what I'm after, so I kind of don't really care. Plus, like, we already had a good ending with her, so... You know? So she could go for a direct attack. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. The problem is the bees. Because, like, aggression against the sponsor is violation of the rules. So it would have to be quick. Or she sacrifices herself. Right? Because then the sponsor absorbs her cryptoglobin and dies. I'm gonna go with the sponsor, dude. I feel like this is safer. She can just wear the other sponsor suits. That's also fair. That's also fair. Let's not forget about that. I'm gonna go with the sponsor. I don't mind like having a route where Nozomi potentially dies and we get to have Darumi and Tsubasa and Yugamu. I still want to defeat the sponsor. They're the embodiment of evil. Unless we eradicate them... Man, my organism is not good. They're the embodiment of evil. Unless we eradicate them from this world and come back to haunt us again and again. I fell for their ruse and became a murderer. I can't let anyone else make the same mistake.
I totally agree with Takumi.
You'll have to fight Daosha regardless, so might as well get rid of the sponsor too if it doesn't interfere. Exactly, because like I feel like that's the bigger problem here. If we fight Daosha, before getting rid of the sponsor, there's also like Ima and Kako on the matter, right? Like Ima and Kako, I don't know if they're gonna be too buddy-buddy with Takumi just because, you know, Takumi might have left that letter to him. Maybe they don't even know that. So here's like my line of thinking. If we do take down the sponsor for good this time, they can be our allies in the fight against Daosha, and we can escape together with them. Right? So it just, everything falls into place kind of neatly, theoretically. And there's also the thing that the sponsor could get involved with Daosha's, like, Daosha's erasure, right? Because let's say we kill Daosha and then the sponsor just comes and steals the cryptoglobin. That could also happen if we take the sponsor out of the picture. That doesn't have any chance of happening. So it just feels like a proper decision, I would say.
I'll never forgive the sponsor for toying with us and explaining our kindness. Never! Nobody gets away with harming my dear Takumi.
My dear Takumi, is there something we should know?
That was a joke. Just a joke. There's nothing going on between Takumi and me. Nothing at all. Right? Right, Takumi.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Like, not even a teensy little thing? Cross your hearts and hope to die? What sort of a follow-up question is that? I already said it was nothing. Although, I mean, if we're getting technical, there is this one thing.
Why are you telling them about that?
It just slipped out.
Blow up!
Oh my god.
Blow up and die, you dumb normies! Only Takumi, though. What is happening? Why are Tsubasa and Takumi fighting all of a sudden?
This is more of an expression of love. You understand when you're older. Nice. Stop it! We have better things to do than tease me right now. I think we should be talking about this even more. We all want to see you happy, Takumi. I'm glad that even Nozomi is like kind of pushing for this ship. What? You see me happy?
You've been suffering all this time because you took on the toughest role among us. So when we see you happy, it gives us a sense of relief.
Basically, we wish for your happiness as much as you wish for ours. Don't you know? We were heartbroken for all those days because you were out of commission. We'll fight the sponsor for daring to inflict so much pain on you just for kicks.
Because making you happy is the only reason we're even fighting.
Damn, Yugamu, okay. In that moment, I knew in my heart that we could beat the sponsor. With friends like this behind me, I could overcome any cunning or intrigue the sponsor threw at me. This time, we'll succeed. The sponsor is going down! We all exchanged glances and nodded. I vowed to myself that we would defeat the sponsor. Okay, we need to firm up our strategy. If you'll all kindly accompany me to the biolab.
Why the biolab?
There's something I need to show everyone. Something critical to our plan and to beating the sponsor. Yugamu led us all to the biolab. Here you go. Take a look at these nuts. Got you all. Anyway. Yugamoto retrieved some things from a shelf and laid them out on the desk. Is this fucking poop? Or is this the actual poison? Oh, okay, fair enough. Is this Kyoshika's body, perhaps? I don't know. These are dismembered parts of a dead body.
Oh.
Yes, indeed. I went around collecting them all from all over the schoolyard while we were on our little break. A dismembered body in the schoolyard. Whose is it? Likely Kyoshika or Takemaru. Or maybe, yeah, the three of them, Takemaru, Kyoshika, and Shoma. There's no mistaking it. These are the body parts of the first... Oh, okay. These are the body parts of the first sponsor, the one who self-destructed on the last day of the second round. They blew themselves up to hide their identity after they realized the poison was lethal. That must be why some of these body parts are charred. Anyway, I analyzed these assorted remains the other day. I discovered something very intriguing. This body had already been dead for several days? What? Excuse me? What the fuck? I thought, like, the discovery he was gonna say is that, like, the DNA of the body matches matches one of us. But I was not expecting this. I don't even know what to make out of this. So, are they a robot? What the fuck is going on? Oh, question, theory. Remember when, how the fucking commander, when he exploded, we all passed out, got revived by the revival medic, and then were brought back? Maybe they used maybe the body parts are not theirs. Maybe they just, like, disguised the scene with different body parts from someone else entirely. Because we don't know how much time had passed, because we died. We got brought back by the revival medic. So we don't actually know. Like, we blanked for a little bit when they exploded. So these could not even be the sponsor's body parts. They might be faking that. Maybe it's a red herring. You know what I mean? Wait, what? Did it say years? Oh, several years! Oh, I guess I misread that. I read several days. Okay, no, this changes things. Hold on. Several years. Okay, I completely misread that. What? Several years. I have no idea what's going on. I literally have no idea what to make of this. Years? But the sponsor only self-destructed 20 or so days ago. I was surprised too. I convinced myself I must have made a mistake. So I checked again and again, but the result was always the same. Every corpse had been dead for at least a few months, sometimes years. So my final conclusion was this. I'm clueless as well. Let's see what Yugamo has to say. The sponsor's true identity was a dead body. It seems like that's the only explanation, but how? Then how do you explain everything? How are they controlling themselves? Were they a robot after all? Like, I don't know. The dead body. You mean they were a zombie?
Think about it. Doesn't it make a lot of what we knew about them make sense? They didn't need to eat or sleep. They kept coming back even when we killed them. This is like the textbook definition of zombie.
And before it was Ato all along, it can't be Ato because Ato's not been dead for years. Right? He's been dead for months, but not for years. And Yugamo said that the body was like years old, so I doubt that's possible. Based on this current affirmation. But of course they can always throw a retcon. I don't know, it sounds too outrageous to me.
You think it's impossible, right?
Oh.
But how many impossible things have we already witnessed since coming to this academy?
I agree with Yugamo on this.
There's probably an actual person controlling these dead bodies using hemoanima.
Yeah, that suddenly starts to sound more plausible. Because we know hemoanima can be used for so many things, and like, yeah. It makes sense.
That would explain why the sponsor had so many bodies at their disposal.
Yeah, that would also make sense.
They were all corpse puppets.
And they could grab as many dead bodies as they wanted from a cemetery or something. I will say, man, it's an interesting direction that they're going with this. I want to see how it ends. But come on, let's be honest here. My theory of time-traveling Datomi was pretty cool. You gotta admit, that was like one of the best outcomes that we could possibly have. Like, that would have been so sick. I would have totally 100% written a route like this in this game. I'm kind of disappointed that they're not doing it, it seems like, but hopefully they do it. And they could grab as many dead bodies as they wanted from a cemetery or something.
That's what the first sponsor really was, an army of dead bodies. This idea could also explain why they organized the invader hunt in the first place.
I was more a fan of the time-traveling Takumi. Like, either of them, I just want, like, the time-traveling, like, the idea that we have a time-traveling, like, sponsor that's just us from the future who went back in time to create the killing game. Because the idea is so perfect, right? And, like, I feel like it made more sense for Datomi to be the one, because when Takumi goes back in time, and because he's, like, the owner of the ability, he, like, just replaces his body. So, in my mind, I was like, oh, maybe when Datomi absorbs the power, she goes back in time as, like, a clone, right? Not replacing the body, and that's why we had so many. So, they were all, like, a bunch of time-traveling Datomis. And, like, she making the successor that was supposedly Datomi herself made all the more sense. Like, I love that theory so much. I can't believe they're not doing it.
Huh?
What do you mean?
By making us slaughter invaders by the dozens, the sponsor would get their prime pick of dead bodies. Then they could create as many spares as they wanted.
That makes sense. They were powering themselves up by making us create dead bodies for them.
Exactly. To the sponsor, we're just corpse-churning contractors. That's why the rules of the hunt are fairly lenient toward the players. It was set up in such a way to ensure the sponsor wouldn't lose too many of their contractors all at once. Only executing one player per round did seem kinda half-assed to me.
And the duration of each round suddenly went up to 15 days, slowing down the pace of the executions.
The points distribution system was to help us stay alive for longer as well. Because of that, we were able to hunt together in teams.
All so that we would create as many dead bodies as possible.
We've been dancing to that zombie's morbid tune as it irks the hell out of me.
And it irks the hell out of me.
Do you think the second sponsor's also a corpse puppet? Odds are definitely high. They claim to be the sponsor's successor, but they're likely just one of the many corpses the first sponsor still has at their disposal.
This is mind-boggling. The sponsor's been using all this time, to create dead bodies that they then turn into zombies? But wait. A blood-curdling possibility suddenly flashed across my mind. If the sponsor could control dead bodies, maybe it could control Gaku and Eito. Yugamo, if the sponsor's ability is to control corpses, could they use our friends' bodies as well? What if they raid Kyoshika's grave or steal Kurata's body? Gaku and Eito's bodies are in danger as well. We've left them into the morgue. The sponsor could have easily stolen them from under our noses. But that's just inhuman. Using their bodies even after they died. Let's go check the graves in the morgue immediately. We need to make sure the bodies are all accounted for. We all turned at once and started to dash out of the lab when... Time to check the morgue after 50 days. Dude, if Eito's not there, I guess he might have been right. Whoa, chill out, guys. Yugamo stopped us, his arms outstretched across the doorway. I've already secured our friend's remains. Nice, that's like the most Yugamo line ever. Secure them? Where? In their own dignified coffins in my room. Since we're on the subject, come and pay your respects. We hesitantly headed to Yugamo's room. Inside we saw... Dude, Yugamo's so goated. Damn. That's insane. Yugamo's room was packed from wall to wall with coffins. It looked more like a morgue than a bedroom now.
Where's your furniture? Your bed?
I dismembered and disposed of them. I figured these guys' eternal sleep was more important than mine, you know?
Damn, I can kind of respect that.
Thank you, Yugamo, for protecting their bodies all by yourself.
Yeah, the only one we don't have here, I guess, is Moko, right? Or Takemaru. Wait, we're missing one. We're missing one, right? Because now we have 8 people dead. No, seriously. Yeah, we have 8 people dead. We have Gaku, Kurata, Hiruko 3, Eito 4, Moko 5, Takemaru 6, Shoma 7, Kyoshika 8. We have 8 people dead. It makes sense that he would not have I want to believe he ignored Eito. I think it's more plausible that he ignored Hiruko because we were such in a rush that one time to save you know, to save Darumi that we just rushed back. Maybe we forgot Hiruko's body. I don't think Eito is like unaccounted for. Moko is definitely one of them because Moko was just left behind. She was fighting what's his name? Galwank, whatever. The time the paragon of charity. New Gank. Yeah, Moko absolutely. Yeah, New Gank, exactly. Moko absolutely. Now I don't know what the other body is.
I'm so glad they're safe.
Yeah. You did great. Once the invader hunt is over, we'll give them a proper reburial.
I like that.
Yugamu, what are those things on top of the coffin?
Yeah, at first I thought they were like rosaries, but I don't know, man. What is this?
The bombs from inside their bodies.
Oh!
I surgically removed them when I brought them here.
Oh, interesting. So that's what they look like. Huh.
It didn't feel right to leave something so sickening inside them, even in death, you know?
Man, I really like Yugamo, man. Yugamo's so goated. Fucking hell. His bombs look like DNA. They look more like an intestine. Is it the intestine that looks like this? It's like Maybe I'm getting the organ wrong. Intestine. No, yeah, it looks like an intestine. I got my anatomy right. Okay. Doesn't it look like an intestine? Like, if you just fold it properly, it looks exactly like an intestine.
Yukamu.
I can feel my tears. I have a question. Dude. Punta. I have a question. If Yugamu knows how to extract these bombs from inside of them surgically after they were dead, is it possible that he's able to take our bombs from inside our bodies with surgery? Because, like, if you think about it, if we just get wounded and Yugamu gets to, like, remove them, we can just use the Revival-matic. And then we're gonna be brought back without the bombs. That's a possibility. Yeah, absolutely. I can feel my tears welling up at Yugamu's kind consideration. He was probably more repulsed by the bombs than ever, having been blown up by one himself the other day. We all stood before the coffins to pay our respects before leaving Yugamu's room. I can totally see that. The moment we stepped out of Yugamu's room onto the rooftop, we heard an unexpected voice. Hey, you guys have a minute? Long time no see, everybody. Ima and Kako. Well, you two are an unusual sight around here. To what do we owe the honor? By the way, Yugamu's an amazing character. He kind of is, man. I told you. He's my boy, man. From the beginning, I fell in love with him. I could already feel tensions rising. We exchanged knowing glances and prepared ourselves to fight if we needed to. Nobody could tell what these two were thinking. They even injured Nozomi during the Ava incident before. I can't think of a single moment I have disagreed to him. Exactly! I can't think of one either. The salaciousness behind the act of excretion, Takumi. No need to be so worried. We're here to offer you our unconditional surrender. Right, like a white flag. Kako raised both hands as a sign of surrender. So you're not going to antagonize us anymore. I mean, it's not like we can beat you guys, right? And now Takemaru's dead. There's really no point in competing against you the way things are right now. In fact, we're hoping we could join you. Sounds like a good deal for you. After all those terrible things you said to Takumi. I'm not expecting you to welcome us for free, of course. I come bearing a gift. What kind of gift? Just kisses us in the cheek. My life. Okay, makes sense. Because of course, Ima is like completely dead set on protecting Kako, so he's even using his life as long as we can make sure Kako stays alive. Makes sense. I was expecting a knife. Nah. I'll stay in last place all through the next round and die. In exchange, I ask you to keep my dear sister safe when I'm gone. That makes perfect sense for Ima. What? But brother dearest, what are you talking about? I'll even let you lock me in that cage in the courtyard if you doubt my sincerity. Then I'll die in the same cage Ava once occupied. Poetic justice for my attempted murder of her, don't you think? Ima. Brother dearest, no! How could I live without you? Come now, sister dearest. This is the way it should be.
It's an unspoken rule that an older brother takes the place of his sister when she faces certain death.
Ima's words made me remember what Ava said just before she died.
To earn my title as mother, there's something I must do. I must teach Nozomi the meaning of true love and the strength of a real parent who never sacrifices her children to benefit herself.
A loving heart that moved someone to give their life to protect another, completely contrary to what the killing game stood for. And that was why. It's fine, you can both join our team.
Really?
Yeah, Takamoto asked me to forgive you too anyway.
I'm so grateful, Mr. Sumino. I will die as promised, so please take care of my
Dude, she's gonna slap him in the face. On one condition. Ima, you are forbidden for dying. You need to survive too.
What? Hold on, Mr. Sumino. If I survive, someone else has to die.
No, nobody has to die. We're going to put an end to this game. Don't worry, as long as we remain united, the sponsor will be no match for us. Seems like someone's developed a killer new attitude since we last saw him, but that's how our leader should be. I feel like we're letting these two off too easy, but I'm good if Takumi is. Ima, Kaka, let's put our past behind us and work together for the future. Gross. I usually can't stand cringy stuff like this, but I'll let this one slide. It'll be a change from all that awkwardness at least. To be fair to the others, we all fell for the sponsor's ploy to divide and conquer. Now we're finally united as one again. The pride of the Special Defense Unit is at stake. Let's take down that sponsor. Our newfound unity made us all the more determined to fight against our enemy. We'd carry on the will of those who had passed before us and do what we needed to do. '84, man. This route is cooking so hard. I love this route.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine!
Damn, Siri, it's been a minute.
Get ready for your 84th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable
and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy. Lovely. Alright, let's get this meeting started. Needless to say, we're here to discuss how to bring down a sponsor once and for all. I shot Yugamo a glance and he took over. To beat the sponsor, we'll first have to deal with 3 deadly weapons they wield. First of all, their suit. As you all know by now, it has the ability to negate hemoenema-based attacks. One of our superhuman attacks will even scratch it. Technology that nullifies the power of the... I'm gonna fucking puke, man. Technology that nullifies the power of divine blood. The inventor must be a real wizard. But it's crazy weak against physical attacks. Oh my god, man. Anyone can destroy it with regular weapon. I'm like literally dying in this stream. Thankfully, I just had the last dose of this medicine, so I'm gonna be fine and dandy by tomorrow. You're turned into Tsubasa! I mean, I consider that as a win. Yeah, we broke through it before with a single crossbow. It's not all that tough. We shot holes in the first sponsor suit some 50 nights ago. Damn. But damaging it wasn't a real problem. The sponsor has 2 other weapons at their disposal. The bees are especially lethal. If we so much as touch the sponsor, they'll swarm around and attack us. Just like when they killed the others by sucking their blood dry.
Mr. Yakushishi was killed by those accursed bugs too.
Why are those bees still here in the school after the change of sponsors? Likely because they aren't servants to a specific sponsor. Then who should I turn to, Darumi or Takumi? Are you suggesting some sort of roleplay? Because I'm into that. If you can turn into Dotomy, I would very much appreciate that. They serve the invader hunt itself. Yeah, that makes sense because remember that one time where the sponsor could not like direct the bees when Yugamo used the poison. Remember when Yugamo used the poison and the bees didn't attack him, right? Because he didn't violate any of the rules. So it makes sense that the bees just serve as the hunt itself, not the sponsor. The sponsor just commands them to do what needs to be done in accordance to the rules. They serve the invader hunt itself. So long as the game continues, we'll have to live in fear of those bees. It's not like the bees are invincible though. Remember, we also have one of the sponsor's suits. The bees can't touch anyone who's wearing it. But here comes their biggest problem. The sponsor's third weapon. I assume that's the remote controller. Yeah. And there it is. Wait a second. Nozomi is not in the remote. I'm stupid, Punt. I'm sorry. I could swear Nozomi wasn't there. I could swear Nozomi wasn't there. So that answers our questions. Dude, how did we not perceive this last time? How did none of us notice that last time? I'm surprised. She can cook exactly. Exactly. I'm surprised none of us perceived this last time. But then again, there's still like Yugamo's ability to surgically remove the bombs, so this could be beneficial to us either way. Maybe we don't even have to use Nozomi. A deadly new weapon they've somehow gotten their hands on. The detonator for the bombs inside of us. Being held back by bombs in our bodies is such a killing game cliche at this point. It's starting to feel like deja vu. There were 7 buttons on that controller. Each button had an image of one of us on it. They probably did that so they wouldn't accidentally press the wrong button in the heat of the moment. It ensures the right person gets taken out before they attack the sponsor. This third weapon maybe is the worst of all. With that around, we can't even get close. I'm laughing by thinking how the sponsor haven't noticed Nozomi isn't on that controller. Maybe they have noticed. Maybe they have noticed. Right? They just didn't mention it. Maybe they are aware of that. Hey, I know. What if I attack the sponsor while wearing the suit? Nozomi! What is this nonsense? Are you still trying to die? No, this isn't a suicide mission. In fact, I think the odds are in my favor. Think about it. There's no one better than me to do the job. Because I don't have a bomb inside my body. Oh, right. You're not an official member, so... Nozomi came to the academy of her own free will. She basically snuck in without even the people in charge noticing. Not like they can do much about it. Yeah. They can't. I mean, it's not like they can stuff Nozomi with a bomb at this point in time. Unlike us, she hadn't a bomb implanted in her while she was unconscious. Even so, it was a good idea to put Nozomi... Oh, even so, was it a good idea to put Nozomi in such great danger? Yes. Even if we did beat the sponsor by risking her life. I'd say building a strategy around Nozomi is feasible. It negates one of the sponsor's weapons. That's big. So, I can do it? But even if you risked your life to beat the sponsor, would that really end the game? Beat the sponsor, beat the game! Oh no! The sponsor's actually still alive! Yeah, that's what happened before. That's been the flow of events so far. And, there's also the thing about the bees not following the sponsor directly, so they can still carry out the third round, or rather the fourth round, sorry. Wait, how is the no attacking the sponsor rule phrased exactly? Violence against the sponsor, I believe. I think, like, TLDR, it just means we can't physically hit him. You know? Whatever that entails. We can't cause physical harm. I don't remember, like, the verbatim line by line of it, but just not hurt him physically. That wouldn't exclude Commune if she were to attack him. Yeah, but that's kind of like a slippery slope because she's not a participant, right? She's not a participant. So I don't know if it applies. Like, I don't think there's any way to know if it applies to her.
Right, another successor might show up. They've got an army of zombies after all.
Ugh.
Creating successors out of dead bodies is too freaky, even for me. But didn't the sponsor mention that they only had one body right now? No, there's only one of me. I'm not talented enough to control more than one body.
Obviously, that was a lie. Why would they show their hands so easily? Yeah, that's one of the things I was like suspecting a little bit, you know? We should assume the sponsor still has multiple bodies. It's pointless to kill just the one we can see. How about we find and kill the person controlling them? There being one person in control was just a theory. Even if I was right, where would this person be? How could we find them? I assume they might be on the satellite, actually. And then FB is controlling him. Wouldn't that be crazy?
The sponsor's like a roach that can be squished.
Tsubasa suddenly raised her voice in frustration.
They should just drop dead already. Why won't this game end? Don't be sad, Mistress Tsubasa. It's a basically stylistic form for killing games to drag on and on.
Stylistic form?
Ever noticed how killing games in movies or comics never seem to end once they get started? The players exploit a loophole and think they've won, only to find themselves at the start of another game. They beat the mastermind and think it's finally over, only for the true mastermind to show up. It sounds like you were describing the Evader hunt. Yeah, cause so far as killing games go, this hunt's about as cliche as they come. I mean, have you seen the rules?
There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win this game. I bet the sponsor's hoping it'll drag on forever. Oh, just knock me out now.
The FBS mastermind is not so bad. Really? Perhaps he could have controlled the dead bodies with a strong Himoenma. Maybe. I kind of said it as like a joke. But now you're... Now you're like entertaining that thought. Huh. Interesting. And it would explain why he's like away for so long, right? Huh. Interesting. The only thing going against that is the remaining parts of the last sponsor's body. Yeah. That's a problem. No. Yeah. You kind of gaslit me. No, because that's just like other dead bodies. Other dead bodies, so he could have just controlled them. So no, yeah, you were onto something. You were onto something, yeah. It could be FB, for all we know.
I prefer killing games that start and end with a bang. My recent wrecks include...
I may proceed to go on a tangent about killing game reviews and theories, but it already turned out by then. Oh, come on, dude! There was something she said earlier that I couldn't get out of my mind. I'm dying for Mardotomy recommendations. There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win this game. She was right, there was nothing in the rules about us winning. For some odd reason, that statement stuck in my mind, even though I couldn't figure out for the life of me why it seemed so important. Takumi, are you okay? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just thinking about something. I ignored the odd sensation and focused on continuing the discussion. Let's put our heads together to come up with a way to beat the sponsor and prevent another one from showing up. We talked over different ideas right until nighttime, but still couldn't come up with anything viable.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
I think I'm gonna have to call it here. It's getting a little little late. Man, this session was incredible. I will say, God, they cooked so hard with Tsubasa's scenes in this. Yugamo is just such a fucking goat. Like, the idea that the sponsor were getting closer to the truth, that they might be controlling dead bodies around, it might be FB. What the fuck are they doing with this route, man? Amazing moments. Oh, fuck, I think I had my favorite scene in the game in this route. I'm just so curious. I'm just so curious to know the full aftermath of this. It's so interesting, right? And not only that, we also had like the human armatures, right? It's like there's so many like bricks being built. Tsubasa and Yugamo carrying this route, kind of. I mean, Dadami is also carrying it a tad bit. Nah, I would say Tsubasa's carrying this more than Dadami. Like, Tsubasa's basically pushing forward Dadami's arc. Tsubasa really is, like, the MVP in this route. Man, I'm in love with this. Oh my god, I just want to play this more and more. Hopefully, like, next time I play this, I'm not going to be dying so much. This was a hard session for me, man. This medicine is way too strong on my body, and I sometimes struggle to voice act. You can probably tell that my high-pitched voices were not as sharp as usual. But I'm still glad we made it through the stream and survived, barely, but this was very fun. I'm so curious how this route is gonna end, man. Who the fuck is controlling the sponsor? I'm so curious. Right? I really want my theory of time traveling Dadamis to be true, because it's like the funniest, best, like most like unexpected thing, and I thought of it, so it would be perfect. It's something 100% this writer would pull off. I just know it. But you know, I don't think that's the direction we're heading. But it would be interesting, because like we can't forget, Ponta, about these 2 suits we found in the strange pods room that drugged Takumi, and they were like, hey, we're not a part of the invader hunt. So there were 2 people in suits that were not involved with them. What does that fucking mean? Right? Seriously, what does that fucking mean? Were those time travelers? Were those like Takumi and Tsubasa from the future going back in time to try to stop the invader hunt? I don't know. I don't know. I have no clues about those, neither have I. I really don't know what to make of them. I really don't know. By the way, yeah, we do have a save file here on day 100 in case we have to go back and make the choice of not going back in time. So good thing I have that. Let me actually check something here. In chapter select, can we go back to like day 100 to make that one choice? Decide to straight. Nah, we can't. There's like an interrogation mark date here. Decided to straight. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. We might have to load the file. Anyway. Oh, I was not showing this to you on the stream, but I was basically going through the chapter select and seeing if I could go back to day 100, but no. I do have a save file there, so if we need to load it up to make that choice. Anyway, I need to go to work, man. Thank you for coming by. We're gonna come back to this on probably Monday. Yeah, because tomorrow we have Muse Dash. On Saturday, I'm gonna do Mega Man 7. And on Sunday we have some other stuff planned out. Wink, wink. And then on Monday we're gonna come back to this and see where this goes. Have a good day at work. You too, man. And thanks for coming by. And I'll catch you some other time. Bye-bye.